There comes a point in time where a lot of us Warhammer players come to a conclusion. Is it really worth it to get this new unit or army box? How can I survive off instant ramen? Do I really need this 5th army? Why is the sky blue? When will this model be restocked? Should I subscribe to this YouTube? Should I get this unit if it's gonna be updated? Is being poor really a choice? And finally, the most important question. Am I really missing out? FOMO, also known as the fear of missing out, is the idea of artificial scarcity, which gives us this grand illusion that what we're getting will only be available for this short period of time. So recently, this past pile of shame video I made really put my collection and spending habits into perspective, and I came to the realization that I have way too much. A good portion of this has been me falling for FOMO, because even though this stuff will get a solo release a few months later, I could just be an impatient little gremlin to get it early, since the box is a great deal and it's only available for a limited time, only for it to sit on the pile of shame for a year even after it gets its solo release. Because let's be honest, most of us don't play Warhammer more than 2 to 3 times a month, nor are we tournament players, so we really don't always need the next hot thing. You see, GW is exceptionally great at getting us to feel like this box or mini is FOMO because of words like limited time only, or pre-order now to make sure you get that sweet hit of plastic crack. Okay, maybe they don't say that, but in reality that's what it often feels like. Or another more relevant one, brand new sculpts only available in this box, even though you already have 40 Terminators. Although in retrospect I play Dark Angels and there's no such thing as too many Terminators for Dark Angels players. But I would like my Terminators not to look goofy next to my newer Space Marines. There's also my own headcanon. Put your pre-order in unless you don't want to see that new model anywhere for a few months, because we still don't know how to deal with scalpers or understand what we should be restocking. Unless it has Space Marines in the name. Now, I know GW wants to make as much money as possible, but when the FOMO turns into actual missing out because they can't keep the popular stuff in stock, FOMO starts to set in for a lot of us by the time a brand new release rolls around and is ready for pre-order. I mean, how many of you wanted a Knight Lancer and can't get one now because it was out of stock the moment it went up for pre-order 2 months ago? GW is really just unintentionally creating FOMO because they can't keep their own shit in stock. Unless it's Sigmar or any of the other Warhammer IPs, because let's be honest, they want to be as popular as 40k, but they will honestly never get there. And it will just be relegated to the soon to be canceled game systems graveyard. I say this because I was planning on getting the new Legion Imperialis because, you know, I already have an Adeptus Titanicus army, but I realized this new box will probably just always be available like the Age of Darkness box, since more often than not, those new game system boxes are usually always hiding in the corner of your local game store, waiting to be discovered like a lost artifact from years long gone. Now, there are obvious exceptions to this, like the new launch edition boxes, kinda, but that's only if you're just starting out in 40k or want to start another army on top of your Space Marine army that already is probably over 10,000 points right now. Since these are the hey, do you want a friend to start Warhammer with you? Then split this box so you each get an army with one that may not be as balanced as the other. A more relevant example of FOMO are the Christmas boxes, because usually those have great value to them since they are literally armies in a box. Sometimes. Boxes like these I feel are the actual missing out, because if it's a good box like the Chainbreaker Lance or Watch of the Gate box, good luck finding those a few months later. Unless of course you really wanted those Space Marine baby carriers in the Raven Guard box. And with the new Christmas boxes, I already know some of them are probably going to be hot ticket items, so reserve your copy today while supplies last, since we all know it's probably going to get scalped to high heaven. But in my opinion, the best boxes are probably going to be the World Eaters, Guard, Votan, and maybe the Tyranid box. These boxes by themselves have at least 1 or 2 models that's probably going to be half the price of the box if the price remains consistent with last year of being around $200 to $230. But honestly, most of these boxes are trash compared to what we got last year, and I don't think we'll ever get boxes as good as those for a while. So FOMO is actually a thing, and we should all probably learn to not junk the gun so easily, because it'll only make the pile of shame worse. Well, let's start to wrap things up, but first, thank you very much to all the new channel members and those that help support this channel. All new members will now be displayed at the end of each video. For now. This is because I needed to think up a way to show my appreciation for all of you, because with all you calling my bluff, I had to add a Custodes dropship to my pile of shame. But for this one video, I'm listing everyone. Then after that, because there's a possibility it might spiral out of control, only new members will be listed. Anyways, if you liked the video and want to see more, you know the basic YouTube shtick, like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord too. But I hope to see you in the next video, and remember, being poor is a choice. Okay, bye.